Unchallenged and unafraid, retail bosses warn of a boom in so-called kamikaze shoplifting. The British Retail Consortium, which represents more than 200 major retailers, is warning that kamikaze shoplifting is out of control and has reached record levels, with more than 20 million incidents recorded last year. The organisation's annual crime survey shows that abuse against shop workers has also risen by 50% in the 12 months to September. Our reporter Jim Connolly has more.
Brazen, unmasked and not worrying about being caught. Nothing will stop them taking the phones. It's what some criminals call kamikaze shoplifting, and it's happening more and more up and down the country. Here too, a thief strikes with no fear of the consequences.
So you're going to see her approach the vape section just down here.
Amit runs a shop in Cambridgeshire.
I think it was like 12 she picks up in the end.
It's amazing how brazen she is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just doing it in plain sight.
Amit thinks he's worked out who committed the crime, so when that person walked past the next day, he stopped her outside the shop.
During that confrontation, I unfortunately received a hit in the face.
Violence is all too common for him and his staff.
So the last 3 years for us has been the worst on record. When your staff are threatened with a hammer, when somebody threatens to kill you with a weapon, what's the point? I don't want to die at work.
Cambridgeshire police arrested a 17-year-old and charged her with common assault and theft from a shop.
They're doing what they've got.
The British Retail Consortium, which represents stores across the country, says shop theft is out of control. And the violence and abuse that comes with it has risen by 340% since 2020, with 2,000 incidents every single day.
They're ripping apart half the shop.
We showed this kamikaze shoplifting to the chief executive of the BRC.
Often people ask us, why don't people who work in the shop or the security guards, if there is one, why don't they intervene? And what we see all too often is the risk of that intervention escalating into violent consequences.
The Metropolitan Police told us an investigation has been launched into this incident.
My team are dealing with shoplifters day in, day out.
We often hear criticism of the police when it comes to action on shoplifting. Essex Police are keen to show us what it's doing, a mix of undercover officers and uniform patrols.
OK, so we've got a report now of boots in High Chelmer, people stealing in there. Right. So we're going to have a look. Both of these people have been seen to load this bag full of all sorts of perfumes and other property, and then they've left the store without making any attempts to pay. So it's about £120 worth of goods have been stolen.
She was jailed for this crime and the man fined. In the time it's taken to process them, across the country, hundreds of thefts will have gone undetected. And that's the issue for the government. It's again pledged more police on the street and a new specific offence of assaulting a retail worker. But for people like Amit, these promises can't come quick enough. Jim Connolly, BBC News.